That morning, the lesson was to take place not in the usual classroom, but in the Silver Tower, a small, round turret on the other side of a deep chasm. Luna, Tim, and Flin approached the edge together with Ms. Solveyg and stopped at once. The familiar stone bridge was gone. In its place, a thick white mist hung over the chasm, soft and luminous, like a cloud that had forgotten where it was drifting. On the other side, a tower with narrow windows was just barely visible, its warm golden light already flickering inside. "Are we late?" Tim asked, worried. Miss Solveyg calmly nodded toward the mist. "Today the path is different. Today the Bridge of Misty Light appears here." "Where is it?" Flin asked right away, glancing around to see if the bridge might be hidden somewhere nearby. "It cannot be found with your eyes ahead of time," answered Mrs. Solveyg. "It appears beneath your foot only when a person trusts the next step, not pretending they aren't afraid, not rushing to prove they're brave, but sincerely deciding, 'I will take this step even if I cannot yet see the whole path.'" Luna looked into the mist and felt a gentle chill flutter through her stomach. "What if the bridge doesn't appear?" she asked quietly. Mrs. Solveyg smiled softly. "Then it's worth asking yourself, is it the path you don't trust? Or is it yourself?" "It's simple," Flin exclaimed. "You just have to not think." He stepped back, took a running start, and leaped into the fog, waving his arms as though he could already see a stone path before him. But there was nothing beneath his feet. No bridge, no light, not even a soft cloud. Flin barely managed to grab the edge of the chasm, and Tim and Luna seized him by his cloak. "Hey!" cried Flin, turning red. "I was sure of it!" "Confidence and trust are not the same thing," said Lady Solveyg calmly. "You wanted to appear brave, but the bridge asks for honesty." Luna helped Flin to his feet and suddenly understood. The fog does not punish. It simply does not answer borrowed courage. Everyone fell silent. Tim stared into the abyss for a long moment, then let out a slow, deep breath. "I'm scared," he said without any shame. "But I want to try." He lifted his foot slowly and stepped into the mist. For a second, nothing happened. Luna even held her breath. Then, just beneath his shoe, a transparent step appeared, like glass filled with soft silver light. "It's holding," Flin whispered. Tim didn't smile, and he didn't rush forward. He stood on that one step and looked honestly ahead of himself. "I don't know what comes next," he said. "But this step, this one I'm taking for real." And the mist answered with a quiet, warm glow. "I'll go with you," said Luna and held out her hand. Tim hesitated for a moment, then took it firmly. "Just don't run," he asked. "I won't," Luna replied. "I trust you because you didn't pretend you weren't scared." She stepped into the fog beside him, and beneath her foot a second glowing step appeared. It was a little wider than the first, as though the bridge found it easier when they walked together rather than alone. Flin traced his finger through the air where the path had just been. "So you can trust more than just yourself?" he murmured. "You can," nodded Mrs. Solveyg, "but true trust is always honest, not blind and not for show." They moved forward very slowly. Each new step appeared only when one of them truly took it, not for show, not out of habit, but because they were ready on the inside. Beneath their feet, translucent stairs shimmered, and between them the mist rolled softly like a quiet river. "Look," Tim whispered, "the bridge doesn't show the whole path at once." "Maybe it isn't supposed to," Luna answered. "Otherwise we'd think everything was under control, even when it isn't." Flin walked behind them without any jokes now. When a new step appeared before him, he didn't leap onto it. He would stop and wait until he felt ready. And every time, the mist glowed just a little bit brighter. When they had almost reached the middle of the chasm, the younger students appeared on the far edge. Seeing the glowing bridge, they shouted with delight, "We want to cross too! We're not scared. Look how easy it is." They rushed eagerly into the mist, repeating words that belonged to someone else, words they hadn't truly felt. Gaps appeared beneath the first 2 steps, and the bridge seemed to shiver, like a candle flame in the wind. "Stop!" Luna cried. "Not like that! You don't believe what you're saying!" One little boy froze, his eyes wide with fear. "But what if I really am scared?" "Then say so honestly," Luna replied. "The bridge doesn't like lies, even when they sound brave." Luna carefully turned to them and stretched out her hands. "Let's do it this way," she said. "Each of us will tell one truth, not a heroic one, a real one." The little girl whispered first, "I'm scared to look down, but I want to reach the tower, because someone is waiting for us there." Beneath her foot, a new step glowed softly into being. Another boy added, "I'm afraid I'll let the others down." The fog went quiet for a moment, and yet held its light. "Then don't let yourself down," said Tim. "One step at a time. No showing off." The younger students stopped crying. They took each other's hands and began to cross slowly, honestly, side by side, and the bridge grew strong again. But just then, Flin faltered once more. Seeing that everyone had nearly crossed to the other side, he suddenly rushed forward, waving his hand. "I can do it myself! I figured it out!" The step beneath him vanished so quickly, as if it had never been there at all. Flin threw out his arms, lost his balance, and hung over the abyss. "Tim!" Luna cried out. Tim, without a moment's hesitation, lay flat on the last step and grabbed his friend firmly by the wrist. "I'm here," he said simply. "Look at me, not at the fog." Flin was breathing fast, very fast, but he nodded. I was pretending again," he whispered. "I thought I trusted, but really I just wanted everyone to look at me." "Trusting isn't weakness," Tim replied, "but showing bravery instead of honesty, that is." Tim carefully helped Flin step back onto the stair. "Tell me the truth," he said. "I'm still scared," Flin replied, and this time he didn't smile. "But I trust you more than I trust my wish to look cool." He placed his foot where Tim had shown him, and the bridge lit up again, not with a single spark, but with a whole trail of light stretching all the way to the tower. Luna felt something grow warmer inside her chest. "There you go," said Lady Solveyg softly from the other side. "Trust doesn't mean you can see everything clearly. It means you choose to keep going, together with someone who doesn't lie about being afraid." Flin nodded. For the first time all day, he wasn't trying to be first, and that was exactly when everything finally felt light. When everyone finally reached the tower, Mrs. Solveyg asked them to sit on the warm steps by the door. "What was the hardest thing today?" she asked. "Not letting on that you're afraid," Flin said straight away. "And trusting when you can't see the whole path ahead," Tim added. Luna looked back at the mist, which hung quietly over the chasm as though nothing had happened at all. "I thought trusting meant being brave," she said. "But it turns out it means being honest, even when you're scared." Mrs. Solveyg smiled. "The Bridge of Misty Light doesn't test whether you're a hero. It answers to the one who doesn't lie to themselves, and who is ready to take the next step, not blindly, but truly." That evening, Luna came to the edge of the chasm once more. The bridge no longer vanished right away. It shimmered faintly in the mist, soft and quiet, like the memory of something good. Moklik sat on her shoulder and looked down, where the light faded into silver darkness. "Today I thought that trusting means not being afraid," Luna whispered. "But maybe it's when you're still afraid, and you don't leave your friend alone anyway." She took one small step onto the bridge. A stair appeared at once, calm, without grandeur, without hurry. Luna smiled. Trust wasn't a grand spell, not loud courage. It was the light that appears between people when they tell each other the truth. And perhaps that was why the bridge needed no stone. An honest next step was enough.